What's up? My name is Travis. I'm the traveling DP based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I travel all over. And in this video, I want to talk to you about retainers. I'm going to talk to you about specific numbers for retainers. I want to get your feedback, your thoughts, and any ideas on how this could be done better and how it could be done for you or me or anything like that. So basically, the impetus is that I got off of a phone call with a potential customer, and they were talking about wanting to do in the construction space, and they wanted to do videos. They wanted to do a bunch of video testimonials. They wanted to do interviews, B-roll, like exactly the stuff that I do all the time. That's my bread and butter. Interviews, B-roll, drone stuff. Great. I love being outside, so this is perfect that they work construction outside, and they want to do ongoing stuff. And they want it to look really good. All the stuff, green lights, right? Like green light, green light, green light, no red flags. It was great. And then they had asked a question, and the other guy chimes in and says, so just want to confirm, like, you, like, we're able to do this, like, are you able to do this on a per project basis, or does it have to be a subscription or a retainer? And I was like, yeah, you could do, it's just by the day. Like, I'd already explained how, like, I'd rather not be editing. I'd rather you have your own editor, either editing subscription, like one of those like services, like as a Video Husky, or anyways, let me know if you guys use any video subscriptions in the comments. I would love to hear what you're using. But as a DP, I don't want to be editing your stuff. There's people who that's all they do. They just have a computer and they edit and they do good work, and they're going to ask you and work with you in revisions. And I don't want to do that. I want to be out filming, shooting projects, leading camera crews. That's what I want to be doing, and not sitting behind a computer editing. So I'd rather just like turn away that part of it and instead focus on the visuals. And so that's what I did. And they liked that idea. That I said, if this is your budget, what I'm going to do is focus on this part. That's going to be the good quality content coming in. And as long as you have any editor who knows how to do what they're doing, it's going to look a lot better if you really started with good quality content, like a good quality video library. So that's what I'm focusing on, either 1 or 2 person crew. And they really love that idea. But there was just that question came up like at least a couple times of like, so you're okay doing it per project? I'm like, yeah, like you just pay by the day, like however many days you need us to come on out. And that's what it is. So there was other questions about if we, like cancellations. And I said, well, yeah, if you were on a subscription or like a contract, there'd be more leeway in that. But at the end of the day, like if the weather changes and I have another crew member booked, I can't cancel on them 24 hours out because they're going to say, I don't want to work with you. You're flaky. And they understood that. So overcoming some of those issues when you're working with clients outside. Curious how you guys handle that. I said if it was just me, it'd be at least like a 50% cancellation fee. So what would be great is just to like book things last minute, or book like, here's a rain date, here's pencil things in. But I don't know, it's a little bit tricky with testimonials because you're needing the homeowner to talk about their construction projects, and they're not people at their work, so there's really no incentive for them to be a part of testimonials. But we're trying to do things very like cinematic, making things look really good with construction, very high end. And so, yeah, that's kind of where they're at. They were wondering about the subscription. And so that reminds me of my trip down to Austin then. And in Austin, this videographer shared that he does subscriptions for real estate and like social media stuff, which I get, like you're going to have a per video thing and fees. And for $200 a month, they got a pretty big discount on their pricing. And I was like, that's kind of cool. I like, it's a cool like lever to be able to pull, is this pricing lever. And what if that was brought into the discussion as a lever that we can pull? And when I say levers, I mean things like, are they difficult to get you paid? Do they prepay you 100% upfront, or do they pay you after they decide? They pay you when they want to pay you. Are you allowed to use their stuff in your portfolio, or is this stuff going to be only shared internally? Are you going to be able to at least like reference the project? Like, you worked with this client, this is the project. Are you able to talk about it? Or are you not even allowed to say that you worked with this giant client and that's that? So I think all those things can adjust the value. And so I think in having like, here's my rate per project or per day, needs to have some of those things built into it. So yeah, one thing I've done to when I'm going back to leads and they just want a quote, I will say like, here's my share rate or here's my not share rate. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, we can have a discussion about it, but these are my two different rates. And if they're confused about it, I'll say, great, I'd love to jump on a call and I'll explain it to you and what's all included and why are those rates different. And having like two different rates for the same thing is a great way to get people on the phone and have a conversation or a video call and talk with them. It's not a retainer. My share rate is just, can I share the project? Like, can I share the footage? Can I share you as a testimonial? Like, where are you at in the share rate discussion, or are you at full retail rate? And so it's a question on the subscription model is the same thing. Is like, where are you at in projects? Are you doing one project per month? Are you doing one project per week? Are you doing one project a year? And yeah, man, my idea that with the subscription, you lock into this discounted rate is so powerful. And for clients who are brand new working with you, I could totally see how it is that resistance of like, I don't know who you are. I don't know if this is going to work well. Why would I sign a long subscription to you if I don't know that it's going to work out? So that's a lot of questions, a lot of thoughts. And one last thing before you leave, make sure you pause the video and leave your comments down below. I really want to know your feedback, your thoughts on retainers. Are you doing them or are you not? I want this to be a conversation, not just me talking the entire time type of channel. So look forward to seeing your comments down below, and I'll respond to them there, as well as possibly do a follow-up video with your questions. Thanks. Bye.